with a record of 26 wins and 1 defeat. He has 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ranked the number 3 with a record of 69 wins, 4 losses, 3 draws, 1 no decision. He has 43 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen,
Toney is initiating more of the action, and I think he got hit with a nice left hook by Peter, but came right back. And Peter, well, nice and calm in that corner. That's Toney working downstairs to the body, making Peter miss with the left hook and make me miss with the right, and that's the signature.
Happy with Toney's jab in that first round. Toney with a big right.
Gets himself on those ropes and counters off there, but he's been good in the center of the ring.
Good left hook followed by a right by Sam Peter. Back comes Toney with a counter punch. Right hand, another right hand by Toney.
He started at 157. Now he's in there with a guy 257. Air for him to initiate too much action.
Another right hand, this time to the temple, right hand to the jaw.
Yeah, the difference in this fight so far, and again we emphasize so far, is the hand speed of Toney. There's a nice counter. Now here on the inside, you would think the bigger man who just took a right.
And, oh, what moves by James Toney.
What a fascinating exchange at the end of the round. Toney counter-punching as we expect. Peter throwing big bombs, not landing so much, but a body shot ends. He would wave to Sam Peter after that, but there's the counter right. That's the signature move of Toney.
Punches are waving by James Toney. And Toney with a stop them in his tracks. Peter's very flat-footed.
Punching pretty well off the ropes here.
There's a right hand by James. Counter punch. Uppercut by James Toney. Peter coming on. Crowd getting riled up. Big right hand by Peter. Uppercut by Peter. This is a Peter round. Nice inside right hand by James Toney, but Peter coming back. Now Peter using all 257 pounds to lean on Toney, and that's a lot of weight. That could wear you out. Right hand by Toney on the inside off the ropes. Who hasn't been down since 1994. He got rocked there.
Best right hand Peter's land. Peter was waiting for the power shot to land. Now there's a straight right hand that got in. He took his time with it, and it came after a left hook to the body set it up. And there were signs, that good left hook on the inside by Peter. There were signs in that round that 2 things happened. The power of Peter's took some effect, and the punches were shorter by Peter. See, there's a right hand that didn't have maybe a home run ball written on it, but what he now is bleeding for those jabs by Toney.
Yeah, he's starting to slice him up a little bit, Toney. There's that jab again, the blood now coming out of the right nostril of Sam Peter. Overhand right by Peter. Countering right hand by Toney. Again, good chin blocked by Peter.
Now, if I'm James Toney, nice right, I wouldn't throw a left hook from the outside and start off the action at that. That's when he gets countered.
Toney looking over here after that.
When Sam Peter can get the right hand in, as he does that one. Now, that wasn't delivered perfectly, and Steve, as you aptly pointed out, maybe these punches aren't going to be perfect for Peter, but he's better off landing now. However, there's that move of Toney countering with the right hand. When Toney makes you miss, he makes you pay. And 4 or 5 punches missed by Peter, and there's the work on the inside by James Toney, and that was when he looked over at us.
Yes.
He almost got hit, though, when he did it.
Be careful, James Toney. Oh, wow! To the top of the head of James Toney, holding onto the ropes for support. MaxBoxing.com, Steve Springer, LA Times. Clubbing rights by Sam Peter. His calling card, his trademark. Then he goes to the body. That's left-right combination into the body by James Toney. Is
that round? This would be a right hand. And the key here is it landed on the side of the head. I think it affected the equilibrium of Toney. Then another one landed. Why he held on to the ropes, I have no idea. That really made it more difficult for him. Created an equilibrium problem. And then later on, Sam Peter again with the same right hand, getting that shot in. Those are close to being illegal blows, but I don't think they are by Sam Peter. They're just barely in the position where...
Now Toney.
Raul Caiz told James Toney, hey, if you turn and he's punching, that's a clean punch. If you back your head into it and you're turning away, that's your problem. And you almost get the feeling he's
doing a little damage to Peter. There's a beautiful right hand by Peter.
There may be a bit of sense of urgency here for James, perhaps for the very first time, and this is his reaction. He
was a left hook to the body.
Body shot by Toney, then a straight right hand to the head.
A very powerful punches by Peter.
And a big right hand to the head by Toney. And it's Toney. And Peter may be running out of gas. Look at this series of shots by Toney.
Here.
20 seconds left in the sixth is Peter running out of gas midway through. A right to the left ear by James Toney. Back to the jab, Toney. But you know...
Well, James Toney throwing multiple punches. There he jabs downstairs to the chest. That's to set up the right hand. There's that counter right hand that is so effective. And that one, I think, got Sam Peter's attention. It's the first one that I think really made a difference in terms of power for Toney. And later on in the round, then the combination punching of Toney becomes a factor.
Sam Peter, as we enter round 7, that jab just... Peter going to the body, clubbing right, but it was a glancing blow.
Quite as dramatic.
It even raised his eyebrows in the fighter meeting.
Yeah. Oh, nice right by Peter.
Yeah, that got Toney's attention here at the end of the round. To its intriguing billing, round 8 scheduled for 12.
Tired big man can certainly be hurt even by smaller man when he throws a lot of punches.
Right.
These rounds are having the same pattern. Toney starts.
Right hand by Sam.
Toney starting off fast, and then Peter's coming. Peter coming. Close round. Oh,
yeah, ooh, nice left
round. The left hook lands perfectly by Toney, but Peter comes back with his own right hand. Now, you can't land a better left hook than Toney did, but I said...
Andra Rochin from Mexico, Gail Van Hoy from Texas. On the hot seat, right hand to the head by Peter. Patience for Raul Caiz, senior. Ooh, right hand there by Sam Peter.
Actually, almost a shoe shine kind of amateur combinations type situation where he just throws a bunch of punches. Not very effective, but I don't know that I've ever...
Punch is the overhand right to the back of the head. An illegal punch. And he was very to be busy. Right hand there that got the attention of James Toney, almost knocked him off balance. Peter jumps all over James. James slithers. Big overhand right by Sam Peter. Again, smothering James Toney. Toney trying to fight back off the ropes, but Sam Peter is getting the...
I don't know that we have had any clear-cut answer either way, really.
As we have pointed out throughout, a fight that is just terrible. Prove that he can beat a fighter of James Toney's caliber, go from contender to champion.
And there are positive signs for him no matter what happens.
And a heavy right hand straight.
What's at stake here?
James Toney's career, future at stake. Big right hand by Sam Peter.
Again, the left hook in the...
Little right hand.
Nigerian Nightmare.